jet fuel that could propel your calling forward? Discipline and hard work and grinding only takes you so far until you run out of steam. I want to share with you this jet fuel that's helped me to keep on climbing to the high calling that God has on my life that will help you. Hi, my name is Matt. I've been a pastor in church ministry for 30 years. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I call it Embrace Your Calling. I want to help you embrace the calling that God has put in your life, that you have to manifest it out of you, work it out of you, and walk on that journey of faith. There's nothing that will satisfy you like living on your purpose for a purpose. So would you subscribe to this channel, like it, give it a thumbs up, share it. And I want to talk to you about my 30 years of pursuing my calling, which has been to be a man of God, following Jesus. It's been being a father and a husband, being a pastor, being a builder of God's church and a developer of people's gifts. That's my calling in a nutshell. And what is your calling? It may be a ministry like me. It may be in the church. Maybe you are a business person in the marketplace, and that's the way that God is using your calling to bring him glory. Or your calling just may being a student right now in school and learning. You may be young married, or you have kids, and one of the greatest calling is to be a parent, not just a pastor, because pastoring is parenting. So whatever your calling or season of life is, I want to help you find that. Let's talk about what could be the jet fuel to propel you towards your calling. It kind of lifts your spirit and pushes you up because you know everything is pressing you down. Pressure is good because it gets more out of us, and pressure is a resistance that builds muscles, but pressure pushes you down. The adversity, the obstacles, the lack of finances or resources or people, or the lack of skill, all these things are holding you back from achieving more in your calling. And what I found is there's a jet fuel that propels me. So here's what it is. Joy. Oh, joy has given me such energy and steam to push me up, to resist the pressure, to push against the adversity, because your calling is a high calling. It's an uphill climb. And while you have to build muscles, you have to grind, you've got to stay committed. I believe in all of that. That's not going to always be enough to get you there like I've been doing 30 years. You need joy. So let's talk about joy just for a second. Joy is a powerful tool or mindset in our lives, because when you enjoy something, you have joy inside of you, you love to do it. Joy is more powerful than work. Having fun is more effective than discipline. Think about when you were a child and there was a game you loved to play. You're sitting on the floor with friends, or at school, or you're playing cards or checkers, or you're outside playing a sport, or we'd go swimming. No one was forcing us to play those games. My brother and I, my brother Sam, he's from California. Hey Sam, I'm drinking my California cup. He's in California. My brother Sam and I would play basketball out in the front yard every night. Like sunrise to sundown on summertime. It's summertime right now. We'd go swimming, we'd ride our bikes, and we would just shoot, and we would work on our technique, and we'd work on our layups, and we'd pretend that we were Larry Bird and Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. And I just think about it, we enjoyed that, and through it, we played for hours. And we got better at the skills, the technique, through the adversity, through the sweating, through the sprained ankles and everything. And when you learn in a spirit of joy, the pain is diminished and the joy is maximized. I love the word rejuvenate. Listen to that word rejuvenate. What do you hear? I hear the word juvenile. Rejuvenate, juvenile. And when we call someone juvenile, it's almost like a slang. You're juvenile. You're childish. Actually, being juvenile rejuvenates your spirit. Because when we were childish or young, we weren't trying to perform or impress or achieve. In my adult life, everything is goals and measurements and results, and I'm trying to monetize, I'm trying to build, I'm trying to win over other people, and that creates pressure, and it creates shame and guilt and comparison, and you don't learn in a spirit of pressure and discipline. Now, I believe in goals. I believe in expanding. I believe in progress and results. I talk about that. But when you're trying to embrace your calling, bring the joy back in, because joy rejuvenates your spirit. So that when you're learning a skill, when you're trying to win over people, when you're trying to find the finances and the resources, when you're trying to solve the obstacle in your way, gamify it. Gamify. There's a book called Gamification, and they use this for organizations or teams that are having a problem or an initiative, and they say, just make a game of it because it brings rejuvenation. This is fun. So that's just a little trick I use, is I try to gamify at work or at home. This is a challenge. This isn't going well. I have little momentum. I've got a lot of work to do. I'm going to make a game of this, because now it's like being a child where I diminish the expectations. I'm not trying to make it successful right now. And by the way, success is in the eye of the beholder. What the world says you have to have thousands of likes and follows, as long as you are enjoying your calling, that's success. I've had to tell myself, if no one else watches this, if no one else reads my book, if no one else listens to my music, if no one else buys into what I feel called to, I'm going to trust God with the results, and I'm going to enjoy embracing my calling. Take all the expectations off. Trust God with the timing and the results and how He wants to use your calling, and you're making more of a difference than you realize. Just go back to a rejuvenated joy and enjoy learning and growing and being curious and fascinated with your calling. I hope this rejuvenates you. Have a positive energy when you approach your calling. Moms, have a positive joy with your kids. I know it's hard. Guys, when you're starting your business, enjoy the journey.